Mental health unit. Who are you seeing in one of those?
A psychiatrist. Well, a couple.
What, so you're actually in there? You weren't just visiting?
Yeah. Well, after you told me about Katie wanting to leave me, I didn't want to go to the quarry again, so I had to do something drastic.
Glad you got it sorted, mate.
So how are you now?
Good, yeah. Well, getting there. Clearer. So who shot him then? I'd have said Chrissy, but she was there visiting. She wouldn't want to make it obvious, would she?
We'll find out.
Aaron, wait up a sec.
The police will.
Andy, you don't seem all that bothered about Robert.
Well, someone was bound to try and kill him sooner or later. So you thought it was me, huh?
You couldn't have made it more obvious if you'd have written a confession.
So what are you talking about? I shot Robert.
Are you asking me, or are you telling me?
Why don't you tell me something?
Like what?
Well, you were standing over his body.
You think I did it?
I know I didn't.
What was all that about at the hospital then yesterday? Eh? Whispering to Robert, saying all sorts.
Well, you heard me say it, did you?
There you go, officer. Thank you.
Hello, Chastity. Aaron, got time for a quick chat?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, the people at the lab have been doing their thing, and we can confirm that you definitely didn't shoot Robert Sugden.
I think I might have known that.
A pattern of blood on your clothes and the angle of the entry wound means it would have been impossible.
But also the fact that I didn't pull the trigger on the gun that I wasn't holding.
So, what else can you tell me?
Nothing that I haven't told you already.
Well, nothing's come back? No memories? Nothing you saw and didn't think anything of at the time? Aaron?
What?
Same question.
I've already told you everything I saw.
You're the prime candidate
How?
for seeing something. First on the scene and all that.
She was first on the scene.
Anything at all you think might help?
I'm of sound mind, thank you very much. I'm not going to remember something now that I couldn't 2 days ago.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask.
Well, then maybe you should get another job, one that's useful.
You're not hiding something, are you?
Well, I'm not hiding it. It's just, well, you know, like you said, didn't think about it at the time.
OK.
I saw Chrissy, Robert's wife, on the day that he was shot.
In the vicinity?
At her house.
That's a fairly standard place for her to be.
She was saying things about him. I just thought she was mouthing off.
What did she say?
In a nutshell, she wanted to kill him. She was holding a gun at the time.
And you've only just now thought that this might be relevant?
I've only got one more booked in, so do you fancy a late lunch or an early dinner?
It'll be a sandwich in the car for me, I'm afraid. I came to tell you that I won't be around for a day or so.
Oh, is this because of yesterday?
No, it isn't. I'm taking Lachlan to stay with Rebecca for a while.
You have heard that Andy's back?
I have, yes. Chrissy saw him dragged away at the hospital. Why?
Well, it's just what with his alibi.
What alibi?
Well, he can prove that he was miles away when Robert was shot. I'm just reporting facts. I'm just worried what it's going to mean for you and for Lachlan. I'm just looking out for you, that's all.
Denise, I don't doubt your good intentions, but what worries me is that your default position is not to believe in what is going to be your family. Excuse me. My completely innocent grandson is waiting for me in the car outside.
Coming.
Hi. Afternoon, Mrs. Sugden. Can I come in?
Yes. Is this about Andy? I was at the hospital earlier and your colleague arrested him.
Right. What were you doing there?
Visiting my husband.
Oh, OK. No, it's not about Andy. No, we've released him.
Oh, right.
I know, right. Watertight alibi. Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Well, no, I mean, if he's innocent.
Well, he is, yeah. So the quest for justice continues. Now, can you tell me about the threat you made to your husband's life?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you stated you wanted to kill him, reportedly whilst holding a firearm on the very day he was shot.
I think I need to call my solicitor.
Suspect you probably do.
I said I
wanted to go to the cafe.
Yes, and I said that we need to come home.
Dad!
Hey, you all right?
I thought you'd run away forever.
I'd never run away from you.
Are you mad at me for getting you in trouble? You were scared before you left.
What? No. You didn't get me in trouble.
But the police thought you shot Uncle Robert.
Well, they don't anymore. That's all been straightened out now. So I'm sorry if I frightened you.
It's okay now. I got a new dress. Mummy bought it off the internet because she wanted me to like her after everything.
Oh, OK, rumbled.
Well, can I see it then?
Did Uncle Robert kill Katie?
Go on, go put your dress on.
She seems to know a lot.
Well, despite my best efforts.
Ta-da!
That looks grown up.
Why don't you go and put it on?
Why not?
I don't want to go upstairs again.
Why, in case I'm here when you come down? Oh, come here. Listen, I've had my little holiday. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to look after you and Jack. All right?
Right.
Is it me, or is this not very productive?
My client is under no obligation to speak to you, as you're well aware.
And as you are well aware, her continued silence does not exactly paint us a picture of innocence.
I am in the room.
Yeah, well, with respect, Mrs. Sugden, you may as well not be.
Please feel free to leave any time.
If I do, it will be with you, Mrs. Sugden, and we will continue this silence-a-thon at the station, which is much less comfortable.
My son, Lachlan, found a gun.
Chrissy.
He found a gun. What sort of gun?
I don't know, just a gun.
Well, a shotgun, a handgun, a starter pistol?
No, it was a handgun. He found it in the village.
Oh, just lying there, you know, as if it had fallen out of someone's pocket, yeah?
And he brought it home.
As opposed to handing it in.
He's a teenager. I'm sure guns are fascinating. Anyway, I discovered it and I put it in the safe.
Could I see this gun, please?
Well, it was stolen.
From a safe inside a house?
Yes.
And when was this stolen?
On Friday.
Or, put another way, on the day your husband was shot with a handgun.
Yes, whilst extremely inconvenient, does not point to Mrs. Sugden's involvement in the shooting one little bit, except circumstantially.
And that's why I won't be making an arrest. But now I will hang around if you don't mind. And I'd like it if you stayed with me, Mrs. Sugden. Yeah? Just until my colleagues arrive with a search warrant.
I don't know what you're worrying about. All you did was tell the police the truth.
Yeah. Do you fancy doing the same?
Oh, not this again.
You were up there all the time. You were closer to him than his own wife. I mean, who is more obvious to know the code for the safe?
I don't believe this.
Whatever you say, babe, it won't go any further, I promise. But please...
This is ridiculous.
Just tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened. Robert got shot, but I know it wasn't me, and apparently it wasn't you.
Did you take that gun?
Have I not just said?
You have said a lot of things in the past couple of months that have turned out to be lies.
Right, well, so that makes me a murderer?
I really hope not. But if I've just helped to send someone down for something they didn't do, then at least let me know.